Hello everybody, an unboxing video from Lamley again today. This is the Hot Wheels 2016 International M case that we're opening today. Just arrived a few minutes ago from A&J Toys. As always, I've provided a link down below in the comment section to A&J Toys store. A lot of you ask me where I get these cases. That is where I get them. A&J always provides good prices, and especially on those cases that are going to be hard to find, like, you know, Japan Historics and more of the car culture. Matchbox for sure. They're great, and they charge a fair price, and doesn't matter what models are in there, they charge the same price. So let's go ahead and get to it. This is the international case, like we said. We just got some models from Wheel Collectors as well from this batch. And we will show those too if you want to see some open. But here we go. We'll just go 3 by 3 as always. We start off nicely. So we've got the, we'll start from bottom up. Custom 69 Volkswagen Squareback. I believe that is the third color, if not the fourth, because there's a Kmart version. I could be off on that. At least the third color. Super Chrome's two-timer, which I believe we've seen before, and then of course one that a lot of people have been looking forward to is the Nissan Skyline. We'll put that off to the side for now because I have a loose version, so just put that up here on the case. And that's the R34 Skyline, I believe in a, is it Forza or something like that? Forza? Okay, next from the bottom, the Driftsta, which is the Super Treasure Hunt in this case in pink. That's obviously not the Super Treasure Hunt, in case you're wondering. Dark Knight Batmobile and the Combat Medic. I don't pay attention to my Batmobiles, so I don't know if we've seen that kind of dark blue color before. But I believe, well, this might be a recolor. I don't remember. The Driftsta is exactly what it sounds like. The name, a unlicensed drift car, and the Super Treasure Hunt actually is pretty cool from what I've seen. Alright. Okay, the Boom Box, which I think this is the second or third case it's been in. BMW M4 in white, really like that one, and the Pontiac GTO in purple. So that's a recolor from the red version. I know some of you don't like those wheels. Yeah, I'd probably prefer something else, but it looks okay on this car, I think. Really nice that it has the rear and the front tampos. I like that car a lot. Great casting. Man, we're off to a great start here. Jet Threat 4.0. Is that a... I can't remember what the treasure hunt is in this. Maybe we'll discover what that is. Ford Focus RS, we'll get to that. And the Turbot. That might be a new model. The only thing I kind of like the wheels on that in the gray. Other than that, not terribly interested. Okay, Ford Focus RS. I like this model a lot. This might be my favorite of the case. My only issue, see, it looks really good. The casting's perfectly done, I think. But really wish it wasn't blank on the back. But that's right. We'll move that off to the side. Okay, this was a question whether or not the Beatles car would show up. So there's the Honda Racer. I think that's a recolor. And the Beatles car, or the submarine, will return in the M case. It debuted in the L case. There it is in the M case. So I'd imagine, while demand is high right now, and a lot of the Beatles collectors are getting their bid on to get those, I think you'll be fine in finding those. All right, the Vampira, the Camaro SS, 16 new model, debuted in the last case, and then the recolor of the Toyota Supra. We showcased this one on the blog not too long ago, and I really like that one. If you know where the blog is, lamleygroup.com, I would definitely go check it out if you haven't. Alright, more debuts. Skate Brigade, I think that's from a case ago or 2 cases ago. And then the Mazda MX-5 Miata. We're going to put that one to the side too. I have some interesting thoughts on that one now that I've seen it. Okay. 70 Camaro in black. I really like that. That's a recolor from the red version. This is a Camaro casting that I do collect. Really well done. Blitz, Speeder, and then I think, is this the third case we've seen the Honda? I lose track. Maybe it's the second. Maybe it's the second. So the Honda Odyssey is there too. Okay, Olds 442 W30, and then the Bad Ratitude. I don't know, the Ratitude might be new to this case. The 442 I don't think is. Okay, Chrysler 300. The Carbonator, which a lot of people like to open their bottles of their favorite beverage, and then the Custom 77 van. So I think the Carbonator is the only new one in this case. I didn't even know that one was coming. What does it say here? Hot Wheels, Drinks, and Company. I'm imagining because of the population that this is aimed to, I would imagine that's a delicious soda. Grass Chomper and the Dark Knight Batmobile, so there's 3 versions in there. And then the Grass Chomper, that's a repeat. Okay, and more repeats. The Dodge Viper and the Hot Wheels livery, and then 2 more of the Chryslers of the art cars. We could compare that to the Hot Wheels version that's just coming out of the Chrysler 300, but we're not gonna. Alright. Okay, another one of the Turbots, and then the Mustang has been from at least the last case, right? So, Turbot. Flyby. Just checking to see, it looked awfully blank, but it has tampos on the top. Wondering if it was a no tampo error. And then the Voltage Spike could be new. Could be. I don't know. Repeat of the Tesla from last case, and then 2 more of the Toyota Supras. Alright, also, again, the T-Rex Destroyer. Oh no. And then 2 more of the RS 1600 Escorts. Is this? No, this isn't new to the case. You tend to lose track. I know I should be on top of these things, but you tend to lose track of when something is released and when it's not, when you're constantly throwing news out there. So that is the Acura Integra GSR, and then the Rapid Response. Okay, Cloud Cutter and the Ford Mustang GT. I think that's in the mild to wild segment, right? I think that's new to this case. That's nice. Okay, recolor of the Ford Shelby Cobra and the Maximum Leeway. Is that a soccer car? I think so. No, Olympic car, right? Unofficial Olympic car. Looks like a boxing livery on it. Okay, the MR, is that the MR11? I guess they don't call it the MR2. And then the Tankinator in a recolor. Yay. Alright. I think you guys are probably looking at the Minecart and the Coronet Super Bees up there on top. Little trivia, that was the first ever super treasure hunt of an existing model, right? And it wasn't its own. Well, I'll try and explain that. Super treasure hunts a few years ago became enhanced versions of basic models, right? So that casting, I believe, was the first one. I believe. Maybe it's not, I don't know. And there's the Minecart. So I asked a few people, I was wondering if I got a mistake because there wasn't that green head in there. And I know nothing about Minecart, but I guess it's, it is a Minecraft, right, is the video game. And this is one of the vehicles. I guess you build your own cities or worlds or something. So there's the minecart, and I guess that green head is a figure, right? So that plastic, well, let's get to it. Let me put that to the side because I have one open here that we'll jump into right at the end because I can turn on my little rotating table. So there is the, is that a recolor of the Bone Shaker, the Baja Bone Shaker, and also a recolor of the Renault Sports RS01. I like this model a lot. I know that yellow is the signature color, but it looks really good in this silver with the red wheels. I like the red wheels on it. And I think those wheels really work on this one. Okay, last group. The Mercury Cyclone in green, that's a recolor, and the So Plowed. And the last group, more of your mild to wild cars. So the Super Treasure Hunt, that Camaro Dragster, that was the Super Treasure Hunt, was the wild. Here's your mild. So it's a very similar design, just like they did in the Greenwood Corvette and the '69 Corvette. So there's that. And those are the last three models of this 72 count case. So real quickly, let's go back. So here's your minecart. We're gonna turn this on. So your minecart, just so you can kind of see it. I'm going to go ahead and move in just a tad. There you go. I'll move in a little bit more. So I'll just put it on its side. So that plastic right there is actually really soft. See, I'm pushing on it. So you can put your minecart figures in there, and I guess Minecraft, sorry. So I guess Minecraft is a Mattel product, so it makes sense. Okay, so that's the minecart. Right there's the Minecraft logo on it. And I assume some of you are interested in that one. Let's go to the like I said, what is maybe my favorite is the Ford Focus RS. I think the casting is really well done. A lot of the Fords debuted. The Mustang, the GT, the Shelby GT, that debuted in blue, and the Ford Raptor debuted in blue, which is becoming a signature color for Ford. And this one is so great. What a cool car the Focus RS is. And I'm really glad Hot Wheels did it. I just don't know why they didn't do the rear tampons, because there's nothing on the sides. So it just got that front pass. I should utilize my little table. It got the front pass, but it did nothing on the sides, and I don't know why they couldn't do at least the taillights on the rear. So that's a disappointment. Sometimes I don't care at all. It's fine if the rear is blank. In fact, I'll show you a model where that is the case here in a second. But in this one, because those taillights really stick out, I wish they would have done that. But this model's great. Great, 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 great. Next, one that I think a lot of you are really looking forward to is the, so it's Need for Speed, it's not Forza. So Need for Speed R34 Skyline. I don't know if this is a Nissan thing or not, or just the way it is, but this car, see, now this one's loaded. They didn't do the headlights, doesn't bother me at all. The side tampo is very similar. That's a Junimai design, right? That's very similar to the original, well, at least mainline Datsun wagon with his Zero logo on there. That's the Hot Wheels logo right here on the side. Speed Hunters, a few others. And this one gets the rear tampos done. So, and I think most of the GTRs have in the past, or at least the R34 GTRs. So that's a really nice one. I still always go with the original R34 with the silver and blue versions they did that were so clean, and that's how you normally see that car, and so that has always been my favorite. Lastly, I think one of the more interesting models is the Mazda Miata. the MX-5 Miata. We've seen that from Matchbox this year, and we're seeing it from Hot Wheels. And in my opinion, they're a perfect combination. This one was designed by Ryo Sada. I know that. And, you know, at first I saw this and I was like, I'm not going to be that interested in this racing version with the big spoiler on the back. But now that I see this, a couple things. Number one, and I'll feature this one on the blog at lamleygroup.com. I'll do the full photographs. Number one is this model is just a tad smaller than the Matchbox version, but not that much. And number two, and I think that might be a cost metal thing, that's because they put the big spoiler on the back. Number two, I think the windshields are exactly the same. So just kind of keep your eye on that windshield as it rotates. See how thick it is? I'd also say, look at the windshield, or the wipers, and look how they're shaped. Here's the Matchbox. Wipers are shaped the same, or I can... So I'll try and find out if these are the same windshields. The bodies are definitely not the same. Try and get this so that you can actually see them. The bodies are definitely not the same. Obviously the bases are not the same. Rio's version has the chin spoiler. And then obviously the Matchbox is far more stock. But I like these two together a lot. Oh, and also, yeah, this one doesn't have rear view mirrors, this or side mirrors, and that one does. But the Hot Wheels Miata gets the front tampo, and it gets the side tampo. No rear, but that is fine with me because I think all the important details are there. Just considering how it is. So these days and how much detail they can put in it. So nice model. Like all these, a lot of good new. Well, I don't, this thing I don't care that much about. But anyway, there you go. That is the M case. Thanks to A&J Toys. I'll try and do some more spotlights like that towards the end of these if you'd like that, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.